Alright, folks, thanks for hanging in there. But this is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. I am Cyber9 on commentary. Alongside me is Freako.
How's it going, everybody? Well, looks like we have ourselves a little bit of a wildcard race here. So, 4 runners are going to be streamed. I'm not sure if there are any other runners that are not restreamed, as is the case. Anytime I try to open IRC, it crashes on me the second I open Twitch. So, unfortunately, I don't know if there are more runners.
No, at this time, our present runners on screen are our runners this afternoon.
Alright, so, as of the starting time, which was pretty much right now, we had a little bit of an issue with the bracket, and I think the decision was made to expand from 5 groups having 2 people advance, which would have 10 people in the brackets. Popular opinion became, well, we want 12 people in the brackets. So how can we do that?
The other side of that is that we had a couple of dropouts, and so instead of having less people in the brackets, let's have more. So one of the decisions that was made was, since Group A had finished, Crab Cakes gets pushed into the bracket stages. As far as our other groups that haven't finished, that includes the group that MetaLow is in, that includes the group that Arispici is in. This gives them a chance to advance. It also gives a couple of our other runners who, may have not qualified a second chance at possibly qualifying for brackets. So before us, our runners, MetaLow, guda632, Arispici, megakyle83. This is a wildcard race. The winner of this race gets to move on to brackets. Now, we actually have 2 of these set. We have this one today, and we have one on Thursday. So we'll have one of our runners who don't win today will have one more chance on Thursday to go into brackets.
Yeah, we've got winner takes all stakes here for the 2 opened up bracket slots. I'm actually surprised there weren't more runners that jumped in just to have a shot at redrawing back in. Just
right.
Looking at this field of 4, I go, alright, well, MetaLow, he's our reigning champion. And due to basically his whole bracket falling apart, unfortunately, he was not able to compete against his opponents for whatever reason. So it's not fair to MetaLow to knock him out because he only had 1 win. It's kind of not fair to everybody else in the wildcard race to have to all compete against MetaLow, but you never know. A David might beat the Goliath.
Yep. So that's what we're here to do, and I think I'm going to set our runners free, as they are frothing at the mouth to get going.
Yeah, I'm ready to unleash the floodgates and let loose the dogs of war here. So, if I had to, bet on this, I would say MetaLow is fairly easily the prohibitive favorite to win this. Megakyle could give a run for MetaLow's money. guda632 and Arispici, I think, are going to be in a race for 3rd place between those 2 runners. Of course, who knows? Maybe luck is on somebody's side, and like I mentioned before, the upset, well, I'm kind of hoping for it, to be honest.
Yes. And just to clear things up one more time, this is just a winner-takes-all race. This is 1 race today, and there'll be 1 race on Thursday. So whoever wins this 1 race here moves on.
Yeah, 1 seed, no best of 3, no win 2 to advance. It's just winner takes all, 1 seed. Trying to time it up for when they get going, and it's a little bit off. But here we go.
Yeah. Alright, so we got MetaLow and Flash, we got Arispici and Air, we got a whole sport of work. Guda found wood, Kyle stick with metal, let's see where Guda goes, he finds Flash.
Guda opting out of... was that Woodman? And I don't blame him. It's one of the tougher stages without being able to zip.
Oh no, and Arispici gets tackled by the hot chickens.
Yeah, looks like all-you-can-eat wing buffet here on Airman stage, so Arispici's gonna have to watch what he's... oh no.
Meanwhile, Kyle meeting up with the Joe Army and Metalman stage, a little low on health as he made it through the first section here. So hopefully he'll get some energy drops along the way here in the second section. Meanwhile, we got MetaLow and Guda falling down the flashband shaft here. And it looks like Arispici is saying, you know what, I'll save Airman for later.
Yeah, that's probably the right call, but unfortunately Arispici already putting himself in about a minute worth of a deficit to the other runners. So Arispici finding what looks to be Quickman.
Yep. Alright, and we got Airman in Flashman's room. That's a good pattern to start with.
Megakyle used an E-Tank only to mess up... well, I guess he recollected the secondary E-Tank, but messed up the jump across. Couldn't pause buffer his way, so ended up throwing away an E-Tank for a net loss of just an amount of time.
Now, I'm just going to have a good shovel here. Guda has gone back to Woodman stage. I don't know if he intended to go back there as the second stage, but he's back there as the second stage.
Well, there are runners that just kind of scout for information. Crab Cakes is actually one of them that comes to mind that I saw. She reset the game 2 or 3 times at the beginning of the seed just to see what Robot Masters were in certain spots. And if they found the whammies early on, then they know what to avoid.
Or you could be like me in my races, get Woodman 3 times in a row as your first stage, and just say, you know what, I'm going.
Oh no.
That was actually our very first race of this tournament too.
Oof.
Alright, so we got MetaLow going through Quickman stage as well. Kyle will make his way through the wood forest along with Guda. Brothers just going side by side. We got Woodman in Quickman's room, and he's not exactly Buster susceptible, so it's going to be a rough fight here. Yeah, I mean, you take it now. Take it now.
Oh, caught by a leaf falling down.
Yeah. You should have that E-Tank from this stage. I'm surprised he didn't use it. Well, we got a little sync action now on the left side as both MetaLow and Arispici are taking on Woodman.
Well, we see a little bit more of an effective strategy from MetaLow. Both Arispici and MetaLow finishing within a second of each other.
Now that's actually Arispici's first Robot Master down and MetaLow's second, as MetaLow was on the Metal Man stage here.
Minor little details, but yeah, Arispici did nope out of a stage, so a minute behind, roughly speaking, but what I was actually comparing was the efficiency of the boss fights between MetaLow and Arispici, and they were actually pretty close to each other.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little difficult when you're fighting Woodman in the stage like that, trying to get inside that hitbox to plug away with your lemons.
So, you know, Arispici did maybe give up on that first fight.
Well, I just want to take the moment to take this time to mention that Guda has found the first of our real 2 whammies in Heatman stage, and he's got no items to speak of.
Yeah, oh, this is going to be rough. Oh, missing a frog, and
See,
kind of wanted to hit that frog so he'd get the iframes to jump out of the lava.
Yeah, the little frogs only do 1 damage, so that would be a good strategy to do. But sadly, I don't know if he missed it or he's like trying not to get hit by it. But the little frogs only do 1 damage.
Well, one way or another, it looked like he took evasive action, and that's what kind of cost him, as it dumped him into the lava.
Anyway, MetaLow's taking on Quickman in Quickman's room. And Arispici finished Flashman stage, and is also going to be moving on to Heatman stage here, right behind Guda. We did find item 3 in Flashman stage, as it appears here. So Arispici will have that as well. And meanwhile, MetaLow is going through the chicken-infested skies.
Yeah, we'll see if MetaLow's a little more... Oh, now see, MetaLow hesitated. Instead of jumping, oh no, and he ends up just falling down.
This is kind of a mixed bag to me, as... Alright, we got one-shot chickens. That's cool. But every chicken you destroy, another one takes its place almost immediately. So it's kind of like you gotta time not only your shots, but whether or not you're gonna take out that chicken there or not. Like right here. See, just like that, just making sure not to get too antsy to get over that gap there. Oh no! MetaLow gets tackled again.
No sooner do you say that, you turn around in commentary curse MetaLow as well. Oh.
You know what? He should have listened to me. I was explaining the situation, and he didn't listen to me.
So true.
Meanwhile, Kyle has found the Flashman stage. He does have item 3, but does not have 1 and 2. So he's going to be taking the long way up the elevator section here. But the second half of the stage will be a little quicker with that item 3.
We'll see what's waiting for him here in the elevators. Nothing too...
That's relatively vanilla right there.
Yeah, that's... Compared to what we could see in other seeds, that's definitely one of the easier item setups that we can have. Or not, excuse me, enemy setups. I gotta wake up at some point.
Alright, well there's Metalman in Heatman's room as Guda takes him down. He's very buster susceptible. So a quick fight there for Guda. That's 3 for him. Meanwhile, MetaLow finally haven't gotten past the first half of the stage. Just some Fat Fiends and some Vitals waiting for him in the second half of Airman stage, as he's right at the door almost immediately.
As we see Arispici head into the Yoku block section, so gotta try to maintain your timing for this section while the blocks appear.
Now, I think MetaLow is actually going to end up with an item here, if I'm not mistaken, because Guda was just in Heatman stage, and our 2 remaining stages, we have not seen, Bubble and Airman, might have our other 2 items. Oh man, MetaLow, what are you doing?
Getting bodied by Airman, it seems.
This Flashman, but either way, yeah, I was like, come on.
Oh yeah, getting bodied.
Yeah, we're good. There we go. Just having a...
Oh, looks like we got the Fs coming in chat for a little bit of a lag spike.
Same here. There we go. I refreshed just in time. Refresh page.
Yeah, so it looks like MetaLow getting through his fight Arispici into the beginning of Woodman. And I am in slideshow mode, so I think
I am too.
Refreshing.
I did not see if he got an item or not, but I don't think he did. So maybe it was Heatman stage that did, and I wasn't paying attention. Well, we'll figure it out as we go.
Well, I've got Arispici's.
Or Or maybe I'm mistaken, or one of our items will be here on Crashman, because we actually hadn't been here yet.
Because for me, Arispici is moving, but MetaLow, Guda, and Megakyle are all
Dead.
Stopped in time. So I guess a little bit of a technical difficulty here.
This is Ari's chance. Everyone else is frozen. Just keep going.
Yeah. Oh, now Arispici gets frozen too. Oh no.
Flash, man.
Wow, he's got a really long bar this time around. That's like Flashman using that infinite energy hacks or something, freezing everybody now. Oh no.
Yes, right now our commentary stream is completely frozen.
So stuff might be happening, but unfortunately, we can't really help you with that. I don't even know if the viewers can hear us. Oh, we do have confirmation that we can be heard, just the runners can't be seen. Oof.
That's bad.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Alright, well, time to call the mechanics in and, see if we can figure out why the time stopper here is on an infinite energy loop. So I guess the only rational thing at this point is to try to fill time and talk about what we've seen so far. The Siberian Bull, if you haven't disappeared on, trying to help fix everything.
Yeah, well, it's like, admittedly, I'm trying to do a slight workaround, but, it may not exactly be the best of things.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, just like my dinner tonight, the stream is frozen.
Yeah, I got dinner waiting for me too, but sadly I came to commentate with you, but I guess, much like my dinner, it's frozen.
Well, yeah, my reward is, because of procrastinating to run off to the grocery store, which I should have done at any point in the last 5 days. Yeah, I'm starting to run a little low on supplies.
Well, in this climate, supplies are limited.
Oh, apparently not weapon energy for Flashman.
No. Alright, so right now, folks, I do want you to know I am kind of cheating the game and pulling up a multi-Twitch, so I'll try to keep you appraised of the situations right now. So, we got, from what I see, we got megakyle in Airman stage, we got Arispici in Bubble, we got Guda in Crash, and we got MetaLow near the end of Crash. And it looks like Kyle had gotten item 2 from Crashman stage. He has all 3 items right now.
All right. According to the backside people resolving the issue, the screen going black is taking everything down and hopefully resetting everything. So it looks like we've got the framework back up. Now we just got to get the streams back up and we'll be good to go. And I won't be as in the dark as everybody else, a Siberian Bull pulling up a multi-Twitch just to give us some update.
Yeah, so just a quick note, Bubbleman did have one of our items. It was item 1. So I think by the process of elimination here, I can go under the assumption that Flashman, Bubbleman, and Crashman stages all had our items. As far as counts, as far as Robot Masters being taken down, I cannot say for certain.
Well, we'll see that once we get back live. Of course, with the character or stage select screen being zeroed out, you don't know where bosses are, so they may have 1 or 2 remaining stages. We just don't know which ones they are.
Okay,
And it looks like we're getting the streams back up and going.
Yeah, so I can confirm Kyle is on his last, as he's on Heatman stage. Guda has 2 more stages, including Bubbleman, that he's on. I don't know about MetaLow or Arispici just yet, as I looked away at the wrong time.
All right, we have forward progress. Guda has been unfrozen. It looks like Time Stopper is finally running out of energy. And we have 3 of our runners back underway, and there's 4. So all of our runners are back in action.
Awesome. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Kyle's on their last stage. Sadly, because now I have to switch back to the commentary stream where I was looking at the multi-twitch and how the layout is here, and I'm all out of sorts here as to who's where. So yeah, Guda will have item 3. MetaLow will have 3, 2, and Arispici will be getting, well, just has our item 3. And MetaLow, obviously because Crashman is down, has item 2. So.
No, Arispici taking an L. Metalman stage.
Now, I don't know if this is MetaLow's last stage, actually. I do know Kyle's on their last stage. But
well, given MetaLow's pedigree, I would think it's safe to assume that if MetaLow didn't beat his last boss, he will be heading into his last stage.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, so
there's Heatman.
MetaLow.
That actually puts Kyle in the lead, believe it or not. At about a half-stage lead, as Kyle is on their last stage, as I've mentioned before.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting, and megakyle, for whatever reason, of course, I'm just kind of casually glancing over and noticing that he's taking the Yoku blocks, which may give MetaLow a chance to catch up.
Well, if I know the strategies we've seen in this tournament so far, Kyle used his item 2 in the first half of the Heatman's of that hallway there, and decided to do the Yokus later. So because we got Lagphibians here. So he decided, you know what, I'm just going to ignore this whole thing and just do the Yokus.
Yeah, it looks like MetaLow was of a similar opinion, but instead using item 1. Oh
no!
Alright, 19 minutes in. megakyle first to the checkpoint of being confronted with the best eyebrows in gaming. megakyle out to the early lead, finishing off Robot Masters before anybody else. So a little game we like to play is to guess the color and the weapon weakness of the end of level boss for Wily Stage 1. So what do you think, Siberian Bull?
Well, I only get one shot at this, and there's only one thing to do, and that's stick with the usual. So we're going to have ourselves a purple, grimace-looking dragon that's weak to... Usually I go with Crash, and I don't know exactly Kyle's picks as he goes to the dragon. So I'm going to go with Buster.
You're going Buster. Okay. I'm going to go with a slightly more mundane dragon. I'm going to go green. But I'm going to stick with my bubble lead.
Okay, that's why I didn't take it, because I wanted to leave that for you. Gotta stick with what you know.
Exactly.
But usually I pick Crash, but I don't know Kyle's
Two right answers.
Page placement, but yeah, you know. Oh, an Arispici finding a quick boomerang for that Heat Man. But MetaLow's now in Dr. Wigglebarrow stages. Still a half stage behind, but you know what? There's still a lot of game to play, and anything could happen.
Oh, megakyle messing up his item 1 platforms. That's going to slow him down.
I'm not sure if you saw there. Oh no, there's a Lactibian at the top here.
Oh, he's getting clipped by the frog. There we go. He's getting through it using time stuff.
Also, shoutouts to Mega Man X3.
Oh, MetaLow getting rejected, trying to get himself up onto platform.
Alright, moment of truth on Megakyle's screen here. We got Seafoam Dragon.
It looks kind of teal. I don't know if I want to take credit for that green belly or not.
Oh man, he used Crash. It wasn't Crash.
Oh, Buster is a negative. Looks like the quick boomerang.
Oh, as long as it's mashable, taking down the dragon quickly is the top priority.
Yeah, absolutely. But to allude to something that you said before, most of our races so far have been best 2 out of 3. But this is a special race today. All 4 runners are in a winner-take-all wildcard match to make their way into the bracket stage of the tournament. So 1 seed, 1 go, winner finds a spot in the brackets, everyone else, well, see you Thursday.
Yep, so right now, barring anything catastrophic, Kyle is looking great.
Yeah, megakyle is, I want to say, about a minute to a minute and a half ahead at this point. We'll see when we get into the refights, or possibly the Wily 4, the Great Equalizer.
There's always Wily 4.
Arispici now finding their way into the Wily stages, MetaLow into the dragon fight.
Now, I know we seem to be focusing really hard on Kyle and MetaLow here, because honestly, they're top 2 runners. But Guda's right on MetaLow's tail here. You know, he's about to enter the dragon fights himself.
Guda, I think, found a effective answer to the frog, but he can't get close enough to actually hit the frog. He can only Metal Blade the smaller frogs.
Now, what might not be commonly known, meanwhile, Kyle finding the ultimate weakness on this Pico block with Leaf Shield is that Flash Stopper. You could hit 1 at a time with a button, but you can actually hold it down and keep continuously using the Flash Stopper as you go up that ladder.
Oh, now that's good knowledge, Siberian. It's something that we might be able to use going forward. Some little side technology, as it were.
You know, MetaLow taking a look at these walls to see if he can find something.
Well, he has 1 E-Tank, and now 2, so I think that's where MetaLow wants to be.
By the way, look at Guda real quick.
Oh, he's got the bubble lead going. Nice. I approve. A little risky with the strat there, trying to get to...
admittedly, with that arc, that back platform was the way to go, because you were going to overshoot the dragon. Had one in my races during this tournament too, with an arc like that.
Well, of all the many things we've not talked about since this is a randomizer, I think by the time we end up going through everything that is randomized, we'll be long done with this race. Anything that isn't Mega Man's basic movement, basic shots, all of the weapons have a property to them. The flash stopper, like we saw, does not last until the bar runs out. It has a variable amount of time to it.
Meanwhile, Kyle take on the guts tank and found the crash bomb to be a weakness. Anyway, continue.
Speaking of the crash bomb, it can linger around before it detonates. You might be able to throw 2 of them at a time. There are... Air shooter could shoot 3 all over the place and it wraps over the screen a bunch of times, or it just completely disappeared.
Or a singular air shooter that just goes straight up.
Yeah.
I've also seen the air shooter just actually be, instead of vertical, horizontal.
Oh, really? That I've yet to see. I've always seen them go up. But at least with some amount of arc to them.
I guess you could say it was definitely more like an arc, but it was definitely more horizontal than vertical. Meanwhile, Arispici having a time with these frogs here, as he's having trouble getting out of Wily 1 here. Meanwhile, we got, looking at megakyle stream, so far, a rather tame Wily 4. But let's see what room 3 has in store for us, because it's usually going to end up being that room, if anything else.
Yeah, this is the Great Equalizer room, and it looks
well,
like we're getting
time for a vacation.
Just a snail kind of hiding out. Megakyle puts his platform in the wrong spot, but trying to make everything maybe a little too perfect here. Gonna jump down to the platform and item 1 his way through.
Yeah, you gotta have the mindset. I guess if I was in Kyle's shoes, I'm thinking, I'm in this race with MetaLow. I have to do everything almost perfect.
Yeah, very true. Arispici does finish off the dragon, while megakyle makes it through the elevator rooms.
So more or less right now, MetaLow's just a stage behind, but we got Guda and Wily 3, we got Arispici and Wily 2.
Yeah, megakyle's on his way out of Wily 4, MetaLow on his way in, Guda not too far behind MetaLow. Wily 3 is a very short stage, all told. Now, we'll see if megakyle knows the weaknesses for the walls, but we're going to see Leaf Shield, Metal Blade, possibly Air Shooter get thrown just to check some weaknesses.
We do know it's Bubble, as we saw it on MetaLow's screen.
Oh, we do. The question is, well, megakyle does now as well.
Still Hartman for weakness. Wasn't Leaf, we already did that. Air. It's actually a pretty decent air. You could possibly get that one underneath to go straight up to those last 2. But Kyle's being a little too fine here, trying to be too cute.
Yeah, I agree. You could probably just aim the air shooter to have it arc upward and hit these turrets.
Kyle, and just to harp even further, he knows the wall weakness. He has Bubble Lead. Might as well just destroy the wall.
Oh, costing him getting taxed for an E-Tank.
The only thing it's costing him is time, as MetaLow is right caught up on him. So this is, if you're rooting for MetaLow, this is great news for you, as MetaLow is now entering the door.
Yeah, we're looking at 29-25 for megakyle getting into the refights. So if MetaLow is cleaner in this Boo-Beam turret fight, as Arispici up against the Pico Blocks, Guda just starting off in Wily 4, so megakyle is into the refights, but MetaLow going to gain some time with the better execution. Well, no, now he kind of flubbed it with this last.
You know, if you saw on Kyle's stream, the way you gotta use bubble is you kind of just gotta let it hit the wall and fall down. And that's what he did to get rid of those walls easier. But he's not gonna do the hunting as far as finding the actual turret weakness. And he'll find it quickly, as he now found that air shooter.
Yeah, but you could see, well, Megalow's trying to line up that shot, so... still a little over a minute. MetaLow's going to be at about 30-38.
Meanwhile, Kyle is on their 4th Robot Master as MetaLow starts. Meanwhile, shoutouts to Clockwise Gang. Both runners going the correct direction.
So it looks like megakyle just not wanting to waste any time, saving the item pickup, figuring, okay, I've got 2 uses of my safety sludge left, so sure.
Well, he has 1 now, having to use it on that airman, on that flashman, but he is halfway through. He's got 3 more to go.
Oh, an airman just opening up a line of communication straight away, going, yeah, take me out, I'm done.
Yeah, but it wasn't too bad. Meanwhile, MetaLow is right hot on his heels. He's now at his 4th. Guda about to finish off their boobies, will be in refights momentarily too.
Alright,
and see, this is the strat I was talking about right here, what that Guda's doing.
Yeah, just firing, once he figured out it was the air shooter, just foregoing some of the crash walls and going, alright, I got this. So let's see, we're at 5 and 18 for the Wily machine. Aye, 5 and 19.
I wasn't keeping the math track. Now's a good time to use that? There you go. All I'm gonna say is, like, you better not.
No, it's just every time I've done commentary, I've been keeping track of the Wily machines and if they've been Buster friendly. So 19 times so far, it's been Buster friendly. But what we needed, if we're a MetaLow fan, is that 5 to turn into a 6.
Yeah, we did the math too. You're about out of 20%.
Yeah, 5 out of 24.
Anyway, megakyle on Victory Road, about to find out what this alien looks like and what it's weak to in a moment here.
Yeah, so megakyle, hopefully nerves are not a factor. MetaLow hot on his heels because he'll be into Victory Road soon enough, maybe 10-15 seconds, so this could come down to just finding the proper weapon. Not Buster.
Quick.
No, Quick didn't look like it hit. Bubble Lead, no, that one hit. That's a no. Leaf Shield, no. Air Shooter, there it is.
GG's to megakyle being the winner of this wildcard race. He will move on to brackets.
Wow, little bit of an upset there. I would have figured megakyle to be the one to take down MetaLow out of this group of 4 runners.
I mean,
pretty convincing fashion.
I gotta say, it's not. I'm not sure if I would call an upset. megakyle is an underrated runner. He's just had a lot of bad luck with the way groups ended up panning out these last couple of tournaments, as he's been groups death. But
well,
here
yeah,
he is moving on to brackets.
Yeah, Group A was a pretty rough group. You had, I think, the first match of the entire tournament, Crab Cakes and Casual Tom, coming to 4 games, and I think megakyle was part of that group as well.
Yeah, last year the group was megakyle, Kami, and MetaLow plus 1 other. I forget who the plus 1 was, but that was the group last year.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, two of you are going to advance normally, which, yeah, that would definitely be a group of death where, you know, just yuck.
Yeah, and considering the group he was in this year, yeah, it was another group of death.
So, does that mean 4 members from Group A are actually making it into the bracket stage this year?
That's correct.
Oh,
4
wow.
of the 5 people in that group are in brackets.
Well, I don't know. Maybe another wildcard race. So we're gonna have one last spot to fill, and that will happen at the same time on Thursday. So 4 p.m. Thursday, we're going to have our final slot in the brackets decided by another winner-take-all race. So MetaLow, Guda, Arispici, as well as anyone else who I believe was part of the tournament has one last shot to run it back and make their way into the tournament.
Yep, that is correct. Trying to figure out if these invites got sent out or not. Or I guess we have to wait for everyone to be done before the invites can be sent out. Meanwhile, Guda is finishing now. Just to give an idea, because I don't think I even mentioned what the times were in SRL. So, Kyle finishing first, 33-37. MetaLow finishing second, 34-12. Guda finishing third, 36-24. Joining us right now, we have Guda in chat, and I'm gonna pull him up whether he's ready or not.
Oh, I already jumped up, buddy.
Oh, I know. I'm talking about the guy who matters here. The guy who won the race. The guy who took down the beast today. megakyle, the winner of this wildcard race.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is my microphone all staticky? I hope not.
No.
Oh, excellent.
But yeah, to clear up, everyone matters. GG's Guda, GG's Kyle. But Kyle,
Hey.
you have to feel ecstatic right now.
I feel shocked. Like I kept going and I kept going and I kept looking in the IRC for somebody that got done before me, and I was like, okay, now I'm at Wiley 6. What's gonna happen? Man.
Well, yeah, I think if I was in your shoes, that Wiley third screen and Wiley 4, where you're just not getting on your item 2, is like, come on.
Yeah, actually, I went back up the ladder to get another try at the item 2, and I think for me, I'm just too thumbsy on the D-pad, so I end up pressing up when I try and jump on it. So of course I grab the ladder again. It really sucks.
Alright, so real quick, just to give people an update, MetaLow will not be joining us for an interview. But,
No, that's pretty standard fare for MetaLow, so I think I've heard him speak a grand total of 1 time ever.
No, I started the race with, you know, I don't know, expectations just to have fun. And then I died on the first stage trying to get my E-Tank. It was a Metal Man stage. I bonked my head on the ceiling and went right into the pit.
Yeah. Well, just to give you an idea what happened to MetaLow, Airman stage happened to him multiple times as the chickens in the sky tackled him multiple times.
I see.
GG's, everybody. How we doing?
Arispici. Hey.
By the way, Arispici did finish with 39 flat.
GG's Kyle, GG's Arispici. This was so Sky Chickens. I figured Sky Chickens would be the difference, and it was. I got Sky Chickens. I'm like, all right, here we go. Sky Chickens, easy buster. Jump in the pit. Hit in the pit. Come on.
Oh, I had item 2. That's what I did. Item 2.
I ended up item 2ing over that too. Unfortunately, I got Airman stage first stage and I decided not to reset.
So Kyle, remember last night when we were chatting and you're like, before you get the last 3 items as the last 3 stages? Happened to me today,
correct.
buddy.
Oh no,
Last 3 stages, last 3 items.
I got
like,
all 3
on.
items like all in a row, I think. I got item 3, 2, and then 1, like 3 stages in a row.
Yeah, they were all on the left side. I started in the middle, and then I worked my way around the right side, and then headed back to the left, and I was like, oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be this way?
I did hit Crashman stage pretty early with only an item 3.
Yeah, but you got rewarded with that item too, which I could not imagine the smile on your face seeing that.
Oh, yeah, I was so happy. And as soon as I got that item 2 and I went into Bubble Man stage, I was like, oh, here we go.
And then Bubble Man gave you item 1.
Yes. It was good.
So I was explaining to Frico in chat that it seems to be the popular strategy in this tournament to do item 2 early in that long hallway in He-Man stage.
Yeah, it depends on the enemies for me. Frogs, definitely. There's so many frogs. Just take the item 2 over it. It'll save you some time.
I'd imagine there would be a list of enemies that you would say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'll just do the Yoku's normal, but I'm just going to ignore the rest of this.
Yeah.
I think I got Heatman stage 2nd and in my head, or 3rd, and in my head I laughed really, really, really hard. I was like, of course Heatman stage would be before I get anything. Why wouldn't it? Let's practice these Yokus some more.
You got you found Woodman first, but by the way, I have to ask you: you found Woodman first, you reset, you went to I forget what your first stage was. Was it? I believe it was Flashman.
Yeah, Flashman,
and then you went back to Woodman. Was that intentional?
So I hate doing Woodman with Buster only, mostly because those flaming dogs take a lot of hits. So if you go in there with any other weapon, you can usually get through them just a hair faster. And I figured I'd save more than 5 seconds. So also I was really trying to avoid Crashman and Heatman, and I'm like, all right, maybe I can get an item. So I figured I can go back to Woodman after I had something, and it worked. It worked out well. I mean, they were weak to air, so I just air shooted through it and saved myself some time. But
I guess it worked out well enough until you found Heat.
Yeah, until I found Heat, anyways. But I like that seed. I thought that seed was really good.
Yeah,
and, megakyle, all that practice paid off. I watched you a couple times, and we both had some pretty fat thumbs yesterday, man.
That's true. Yeah, my hands are sore after today.
Yeah, speaking of practice yesterday, I ended up breaking my controller that I normally use for these yesterday on the last season I was playing. So I just so happened to be running this race with a brand new controller for the first time because I did not have time to practice or play with it earlier today. So I learned a very valuable lesson. Not to do that.
Gotta do your warm-ups, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's that first 20 hours with the controller where you really just need to get it warmed up.
But hey, it is A-okay because that was a fun seed. It was a fun race. And I was happy to race against you guys. GG's to y'all.
And we got Thursday coming up, and we're gonna see all 3 of us, I'm sure, again. You gonna be able to make it, Arispici?
Oh, absolutely. After I do about 27 more seeds.
You know, I was expecting to race again on Thursday, but I guess I don't have to. I'll just enjoy my time, and I'll watch you guys have at it.
Just do it anyway and knock them all out again. Kyle will take both wildcard seats.
Yeah, these guys are fantastic runners. I mean, megakyle, MetaLow, Arispici, great guys, great runners. And make sure that if any of you out there are interested in the Mega Man 2 randomizer, come join the Discord. We have the main Discord where we do Sunday night races. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to do them lately, but they're a ton of fun. Everybody comes out and just jokes around, has a great time.
I think I'm running out of things to ask here. Frico, you've been rather quiet. Did you have anything to add?
Not really. I think everything that needed to be touched on was touched on. at this point, I think I'm just going to summarize things by saying the first of our 2 wildcard races won by Megakyle, so no need to show up on Thursday. You're in the brackets, my guy. So, you know, after all of this, how does that make you feel that you were presented the second chance and you grabbed onto it?
Oh, I feel really good. You know, my goal is just to race with great people. There's a ton of great people in the Mega Man community. Even the people who don't race, the people who watch, they're fantastic. I just expect to have a good time, and I have been, really. It's been good all around.
So, do you have any comments as far as the fact that your group alone is sending 4 people to brackets?
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know. It's just the luck of the draw, I guess.
Well, I don't think I have anything extra to add here. So, unless you have anything extra, Frigo.
Well, since I think you're going to end up playing in the first round, Megakyle, are there any opponents you're looking forward to potentially facing, or any that you may want to perhaps avoid?
Well, a lot of people who have been in the tournament the couple previous tournaments, some of them aren't racing this year, but I guess you know, I get race against Charlie Boy. I don't know.
Well, right now we do know 11 of the 12 people that are moving into the bracket stage, so you know, we have a pretty good idea of who's in the field, and oh, Charlie Boy raising an eye there. It looks like a little bit of a call out, perhaps.
He's got the 4 wins in his group. So yeah, I think either Charlie Boy or Racing Prodigy again. Yeah. Or Siberian Bull. He's got the 4 wins in his group too. He's really showing up there.
I'm more worried about the layoff, the fact that I cooled down, that I may not be as sharp, but, you know, I'm looking forward to it if it happens. But just to give folks a little update as far as to who's currently in the brackets, so everyone knows who's in. So just to give a refresher as far as our group. So Group A, as we said, we got 4 now, sadly. Originally it was just Prodigy and Casual Tom, but now we've added Crab Cakes and Megakyle. Group B, we got myself, Siberian Bull 9, and Crumble Star. Group C, Kami Senin is moving on. Group D, we got Ren Hero and 2% Chungus. By the way, shout outs to 2% Chungus for doing all the tracking today. We didn't want to forget about you. And Group E, we got Charlie Boy and the Daggett in brackets. So 1 more race on Thursday to see who gets that last shot, that last slot.
Cool. I'll be watching. I'm excited for it.
Scouting out the possible competition.
He's on to me.
Alright, so I think a little bit early of a end point here. We went a whole hour with just the 1 seed, so unless everybody else has something to say, go for it.
No, that does it for me. Thanks, guys, for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Come back on Thursday. See the epic conclusion of the MetaLow versus Arispici versus guda632 3-way dance.
Well,
for the last wild card.
More people trying to weasel their way in, seeing that the mighty MetaLow, our defending champion, might not even make it into brackets. On the precipice of being eliminated in the group phase with this wildcard race.
It's definitely an exciting field. So I am very excited not only to race on Thursday, but to see what happens
Well then, folks, that'll be it for us then, as far as the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament today. But do again come back on Thursday at 4 p.m. for the second of our wildcard races, the wildcard inning, Electric Boogaloo. So until then, I think that'll do it for us here.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, to summarize things, we had a winner-take-all single-seed wildcard race. The winner, megakyle83, making it into the bracket stage of the tournament. And our final attempt at qualifying our final runner into the bracket stage will happen Thursday at 4 p.m. And at that point, we will have the knockout stage ready to go with all 12 competitors in the field for our Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament 2020 edition.
See you later, guys.
Have a good day, everybody.